How to meet new people. Let me say it again. I live a little outside of a major city, and I really want to go there to find new people to hang out with. But I don't know how to meet new people, how to find them or start a conversation. I'm afraid to go alone because I would potentially look like a loser. I have interest in music, photography, artistic stuff, etc. And I'm in my mid-20s. How do I do this? I'm a guy, by the way, if that helps. Now, 1 second. Let me drink some water. So, what you need to do is that you need to build up your self-confidence. What I read in this question is that you are lacking self-confidence. You need to tell yourself, and I'm going to look at the camera, I'm going to tell everybody that you are not a loser. You are not a failure. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what happened to you. You are not a loser. You are not a failure. Because again, what is that doing? You are letting negativity, you are letting these negative emotions self-sabotage yourself when it comes to building new relationships in life. This is the same question I got before, the same question as the first one. When we go into new relationships, when we go into new environments, nobody knows your past but yourself. When you meet somebody new, stop letting yourself get in the way. Stop self-sabotaging your happiness by bringing up this low self-esteem, low confidence person into the forefront when you start a new relationship. And of course, the relationship is going to fail. But why can't you tell yourself that you're better than that? Why can't you tell yourself that you're stronger than that? Those are the questions I want to ask you. What is getting in the way of you thinking like that? It's negativity, isn't it? It's self-doubt, isn't it? These are the things that have taken over your brain, has taken over your happiness, to tell yourself that you can't do it. You're a failure. You have no self-confidence. You got to be able to take those emotions out. How do we do that? We have to go by going internally. Go out and get a pen and a pad and write down all the positive things about yourself. Maybe set a timer, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So I want you to get out a pen and paper, set a timer, 1 minute. Write down all the positive things about you, write down all the negative things about you. And I can guarantee you all the negative things will be a list way longer. Want to know why? Because that's your dominant thinking is negative. You got to be able to flip it. I want you to be able to think about the positive things about yourself. Because all the negative things that you thought about yourself are lies. They are lies because those are things that negativity has told you to keep you at the bottom. You're smarter than you think. You're stronger than you think. You're more powerful than you think. But you've let negativity, you've let this world, you've let people crush your soul into thinking that you're garbage. You got to be able to turn that off. Why are you letting negativity win? Nobody likes negativity, but why have you let it have a home in your soul? Why have you let negativity form a home in your soul? And now it's fostering its friends, bringing its friends in low self-doubt, low self-esteem, all of these things. And now you're just continuing to get worse and worse. You don't feel good. You shouldn't walk into a new room and be like, oh, I don't know, they might think I'm a loser. You shouldn't do that because you're better than that. It hurts me to read things like this because you're not a loser. You're telling yourself that you're a loser. You walk into a new environment, if you think that you're a loser, it's going to manifest itself. Now people can just automatically tell, but why can't you walk into a room with confidence? Why can't you walk into a room with self-love? You ain't got to be the most flashy person on earth. You don't have to be the most confident person on earth, but as long as you got a little bit of that, just still 10% of that and walk into a room, they'll be able to tell. But you don't want to walk around like you're broken glass. We're done with that. We're tired of that. We're not doing that anymore. You're not broken glass. You're not a broken piece. You're more powerful than you think. I'm tired. I'm getting tired of saying that, but I have to say it every single time because everybody is walking around thinking that they're nothing when you are something special. And you got to be able to spend time alone with yourself. Be able to heal with yourself. Be able to tell yourself, I'm better than this. You may have to do some shadow work. You may have to sit down, and when those negative thoughts appear, you have to address them, welcome them, and then get rid of them. But dwelling on them is not going to do you any good. Dwelling on the negative is only going to invite more of them. What I want you to do is think about them, understand them, and cut them out. That's it. So when they come back, you understand how to deal with them. And you have to be able to be with yourself alone. And I'm not advocating to be a loner, but you have to be able to walk through life alone. Because you're not always going to have a buddy behind you. You're not always going to have a friend with you. You got to be able to walk through life alone. And what does that take? It takes a little bit of self-confidence. So these are the exercises that you can do to build up your self-confidence. You can, and you are better than you think. I want you to understand that you can do it. You can have all the friends in the world. You can have all the fame, whatever you're looking for, is that you can do it, but it only starts within. I want to wake everybody up and understand that you can do it. Nobody else is getting in the way but you. I want everybody to know that. You can be confident. You can be powerful. You can do everything that you want. It all just takes you to be comfortable with yourself. Once you're able to be confident with yourself, then you become unstoppable, because you don't need anybody else. You don't need anybody's validation. You don't need anybody. You're a machine at that point. And I want you to get to that point. That was the theme of this podcast. That's it for this question, is that you can do it. It all just comes back to how badly do you want it. That's it. It doesn't take anything more than just a little bit of effort. And until you get to that point, nobody else can help you. I love you guys. I want everybody to have a blessed day. I want you to wake up and tell yourself that you're good enough, and go to sleep knowing that you did your best. I love y'all. Have a good week.